Good morning, Crossroads South. We did it. It is Friday, April 11th. It is, oh my goodness, what kind of day is it today? It is, hold on. It's an A day today. I lost track. Okay, so many things happened this week. I didn't think it was possible, but we packed so many things into this past week. And we also had a great sports event yesterday. Let's get right to the sports, and then we'll talk a little bit about spring break, and we'll talk a little bit about when we return, okay? So first, let's get started. So softball, I was out there for a good chunk of it. Softball had a great win. It was neck and neck for a while. The game was tied in the 6th, and we had to go to a 7th inning. And our Lady Vikings, you just brought it home. You did a great job. Congratulations. It was an awesome game, so congratulations to you. I know you're going to be on the road for a little while, so it'll be a little while before you come back home. But we're excited for you, and you're really just gelling as a team. And that's the theme of all of this. Tennis had a huge win. Congratulations to the tennis team. A huge win, 4-3. They are on fire, our tennis team. So doing an awesome job. Our girls lacrosse team, I actually got a beautiful email from your team manager giving a whole rundown of the game. And unfortunately, the refs did not show up. So it ended up being a scrimmage because you do need referees to make it an official game. But I heard that everybody did a great job. Even though you didn't win the scrimmage, you had some really clean plays, Victoria shared, and the girls were very understanding about the ref situation. So I'm super duper proud of you for that. Volleyball had a loss, but you had a great second match. I heard that you had a big win in sportsmanship, because having that second match, coming back there, and then being so close in the third match, it was tied 20-20 for a very long time, and then the other team pulled ahead. But you know what? The theme of that is that you won in sportsmanship. And I'm going to continue to talk about this because the next announcement ties in again. Boys lacrosse, unfortunately, had a loss to Sauk. Sauk came out as a really strong team. They have a lot of really strong players. But the name of the game for you guys was perseverance. And Miss Melvin shared that you guys pushed through and kept going, and the Vikings did not give up. And you know what? If I had to capture anything about any one of us, the most important thing in life is being resilient. Things are going to knock you down. You're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have things that don't go your way. Like you are neck and neck and all of a sudden the other team pulls ahead and has a victorious win. But you know what this is all about? It's about saying, okay, wait a second. This didn't go exactly as I thought, but I'm going to pick myself back up. We're going to learn as a team, and we're going to move forward, and we're going to be resilient. You know, something happens. We can't just stop and pause and freeze. We have to take a minute and then come back and plan a new route or plan a new attack. And you know what? Sometimes that's what happens to the very best teams. They get knocked down, and then all of a sudden they get the magic sauce and they start winning. So resilience and perseverance, outstanding. That makes me so proud when I hear that about the sports reports. So congratulations to all of our athletes. I'm really, really hoping that you have a wonderful spring break and rest, and then we'll come back ready to go. Speaking of spring break, we do not return until April 22nd. That is Tuesday, okay? When we return from spring break, today we have a spirit day. It's pajama day. But when we return from spring break, we're going to have another spirit week, and it's the Autism Education and Awareness Month Spirit Week. So here's the rundown of what it is. On Tuesday, when we return, it's Camouflage Day. On Wednesday, it is Wear Mismatched Clothes Day. On Thursday, it's Wear a Cool Hat Day, your favorite. On Friday, it's Red, Put a Stop to Bullying. And then the following Monday, we're going to dress up in the most comfy clothes, sensory-friendly Monday on the 28th. I will absolutely have this on the VPO so that you can check in and be ready to go. Just know in your mind that Camouflage Day is the return. Now, today is the last day of our coin wars, and I may or may not have dumped some pennies into some and I may or may not have put some silver into others. I'm just saying, do not check the cameras. But we have been doing a great job collecting a lot. So today is the last day, and then the PTO will be collecting those bins, counting them up, and there will be a prize for the winning unit. This has been a fun way to raise money really quick, which all comes back to you. So I want to thank the PTO. I also want to thank the Student Council for providing a really fun Spirit Week. And I've been giving some shade to students for Spirit. I certainly have. And I do have to say that yesterday there were some of the most creative rhyme without a reasons that I saw. Teachers were sharing pictures with me, super duper creative. So, you know, every now and then you've got to eat a little humble pie, which is I have to take back my words and say, students, you're starting to bring a little spirit. I was also down with the music program this morning and I saw lots of pajamas. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Let's see what happens when we return after spring break. All right, folks, we're going to conclude our announcements this morning with our honest questions and honest answers. And there's two that go together today. So question number 1, can people with autism be smart? How do they learn? Oh my goodness, the answer is absolutely. While some individuals with autism may have some intellectual challenges, many others exhibit average or above average intelligence. In fact, research has shown that a significant percentage of individuals with autism have unique cognitive abilities, and they excel in fields such as mathematics, science, music, and art. It's important to note that intelligence is not the only measure of a person's abilities or worth. We just talked about this with sports. Individuals with ASD may face challenges in social communication and other areas, but they can still possess remarkable intellectual strengths and talents. And another question, why are kids with autism in different classes? And these are related. Children with autism may be in different classes to receive specialized instruction and support tailored to their unique needs, often in smaller, more structured environments with trained staff, while still having opportunities for integration with their peers and inclusion throughout our school. So these are great questions. Here's the bell. Great questions. Keep them coming. In the lunchroom where the Coin Wars bins are, there's a bin for honest questions and honest answers. Ask now so that we can learn together, because that's how we get stronger as a community. All right, folks, I am so very proud of us that we have gotten to spring break and done a great job. Please don't forget to hold it together. Take a deep moment over spring break to restore yourself, renew yourself, do some wonderful things outside. Make sure you get away from your devices, give your eyes a break, do some talking to other people, and really restore yourself, as I said, so that we can come back and have an awesome end of the school year. All right, folks, if you need anything over spring break, I am always available. You can send me an email, and make sure to be kind to each other. All right, that concludes our morning announcements. Please stand for the salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have an awesome day, Crossroads, and an even better spring break.